Hey guys, be sure to check out the Gearist giveaways playlist to see what promotions we've got going on right now. Thanks so much and enjoy the show. Hey there guys, and welcome to this episode of Gearist TV's Gear Bag. Today on Gear Bag we're going to be talking about something very important that we should all be considering when we're going out for a run or a ride or a hike or a trek or whatever. And that's how you stay safe with an emergency ID unit. Emergency ID like this has been around for years, starting with things as simple as dog tags from the military. Now, rather than wearing dog tags around your neck when you're going out for something like this, many companies today have come up with things that are a lot more sophisticated, yet still simple and easy to take along with you when you're going out for a run, ride, hike, or what have you. Today we're going to do a really quick introduction to 3 different brands of emergency ID. The first being Road ID, the second being Icedot, and the third being Vitaband. First up is Road ID. Now this is the one that I use all the time. I wear it on my right wrist typically, though it doesn't really matter. Now this particular model is the Road ID Elite, and this goes right on the wrist ID Elite, goes right on your wrist. There's all this kind of preliminary contact information. So there's my name, my wife's phone number, my phone number, and what it says here is for ID information, call this phone number, and there's a pin on the back. So on the back side of this, etched right in here, is a little pin number. So if an emergency responder finds it, they simply call the phone number, enter that pin, and whatever information that I have put on my profile is readily available to them. That's going to be my name, my emergency contact, my insurance information, my blood type, drug allergies, so on and so forth. Really great way to have that information readily available. Road ID has a lot of models to choose from, so be sure to check out roadid.com to see what works best for you. The second thing that we're going to talk about is Icedot. Now Icedot does have a great communication device that is essentially a circular sensor, which you can see here, that goes onto the back of a bicycle helmet. In the case of an emergency, that little dot would send out a signal to somebody letting them know that there's been an accident of some sort or hard impact, thus setting off the sensor. However, that's not what we're talking about today. Today from Icedot though, we're going to talk about their bands. Shown here, the band that you're seeing has obviously the Icedot logo on the front. But here on the back side, what you can see is another pin. It's much like the Road ID system where you call in and then an emergency responder can get that information right from there. The third brand that we're going to talk about is Vitaband. Now Vitaband, just like the previous 2 brands we've mentioned, has a very similar setup in that there's a phone number and a pin that coincides with that, giving emergency responders your information that you want them to have. The added advantage of Vitaband is that it has a contactless debit card inside of it. So if you go running, rather than having to worry about shoving a dollar bill in your shoe or your sock or something like that, or carrying a wallet, with this, any place that there is contactless payment, those systems that you see like this, all you have to do is pass your Vitaband by the sensor and pay for whatever you need to purchase, assuming that the store where you're shopping has this type of sensor. Now each of these products comes in at right about $20 for the product itself, and sometimes there is a subscription fee per year, but it's really very affordable. This should definitely be an integral part of your gear bag no matter what activity you're doing. Take it with you and let people know who you are in the case of an emergency. Now what we want to know is what kind of ID do you use when you go out for one of your adventures? Do you use something like a Road ID, or is it something that you just carry your regular old wallet and driver's license? Let us know in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Gearist TV's Gear Bag. Don't forget to like and favorite this video, and please subscribe to our channel. As always, click on over to Gearist.com and check out all of our reviews of everything. If you've got any questions or comments about this, leave them in the comments section below. Also, find us on all the social media networks. That's Facebook.com/Gearist, Twitter @TheGearist, Instagram @TheGearist, Google+, Gearist Rocks, YouTube, The Gearist. Check us out on all those sites and let us know if you've got any questions. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.